It's amazing to see how the quantum computing ecosystem is growing actually worldwide. And within the next few minutes, I will tell you a little bit about what is DLR, the German Aerospace Agency, doing in the area of quantum computing, shed light on the German ecosystem, so what initiatives exist, and of course, where are we at the moment. So, German Aerospace Center, what is the German Aerospace Center doing? We are a federal research organization, and we are doing research, engineering research close to application. So we are concentrating on the TRLs between the market and basic research. So let me say 3 between up to 7. And our research is focused on engineering relevant areas, mainly for space, aeronautics, energy, security. This is our background. But we are not just a research center where I belong to. We are also the German Space Agency, so responsible for the German space program, and we are a project management agency. Overall, we do have 11,000 people working for DLR at different locations. We have around 55 institutes at 30 locations in all over Germany. So our engineering research is really spread all over the country. And if we're having a look back on what are we doing in quantum computing, we are active in quantum computing already since, I think, 2015, where we started together with NASA working on route optimization for airplane trajectories together with our institutes in Germany. And more of the quantum research has been done already in the area of quantum sensing, for example, for gravity satellite missions, or even in the area of quantum communication, where we developed systems to transmit quantum keys from space and from aeroplanes to ground. And if you follow the list of institutes, of research institutes, you may notice that we have a lot of different engineering research-related institutes, all with a specific focus on either software or hardware development or even application side development. If we now shed light on the German ecosystem and the German initiative, where does it all originate? And in 2020, we had a big discussion about what's going on with the economy. We did have the pandemic, and based on an economic stimulus package of 120 billion euro, we had 2 billion euro on quantum technology development. And Janni mentioned it already, 740 million are dedicated to development of quantum computing via the Ministry of Economy. And we do have this one as a federal initiative, and the other federal initiative is the initiative of the Ministry of Research. So that initiative is more focused on the area of research for quantum computing. The initiative of the Ministry of Economy, where we do belong to, is more focusing on the development of the ecosystem, so development of the companies, the SMEs, the startups, and the knowledge in quantum computing. Nevertheless, in 2020, this discussion started, and after that, in 2021, so last year, more and more state initiatives showed up, like MQV in Bavaria and Munich, developing quantum computers, QVLS in Lower Saxony, and they are still growing. So we do have more and more initiatives on the state side, and also we do have initiatives like QTech, the initiative of the German companies to develop the application side of quantum computing, where we have members like BMW, Lufthansa, SAP, actively defining what is industry needing from the quantum computing ecosystem, or what platforms are needed, and what application cases are valid for the future. So what is our initiative doing? It has already been mentioned. We got 740 million last year, and 80% of this money is dedicated to development of the industrial ecosystem. So procurement of systems, procurement of application models, procurement of software for quantum computers. 20% of the share remain within DLR for our own research. So we are doing both our own research, and we are working together with industry to foster the ecosystem. We started early last year, with a market estimation. We asked the market via a public call what platforms are offered in Germany. What are your ideas, your company ideas to develop quantum computers? And we get a lot of responses from different companies. And what we found is that nearly half of of the answers related to NV-based quantum computers and trapped ion-based quantum computers. And with this, we started the procurement. For our own research, it was of course clear that we are focused on our own subjects like energy, transport, optimization problems that relate to those areas. And what we are doing procurement of the system. So we publish the calls, do a procurement via a contract, and we pay 100% for all of the industry partners involved in our initiative. Mainly, we are focusing at the moment on entire platforms of gate-based quantum computers. So we are not doing anything in quantum annealers, for example. We are mainly focusing on the quantum computers, on the gate-based quantum computers. Keeping this in mind, we thought about how can we do it and how can we foster the ecosystem. We developed the idea of building two innovation centers, one in northern Germany and one in southern Germany. The one in northern Germany is located in Hamburg, in the city of Hamburg, close to NXP and Xperia, two semiconductor manufacturing companies. The other one is located in Ulm, between Stuttgart and Munich in southern Germany. And both centers, which are DLR sites, do have the idea that we are working together with industry in one building or in several buildings on one location, where we do have clean room facilities, we do have workshops, we do have office space, we do have joint working areas in this building, with the idea to cover everything, to cover hardware, software, applications in one building on one side, and have the people sitting together, and especially the SMEs and the startup companies are really interested in using those rooms and developing their quantum computers there. And nearly all of our systems that we are procuring at the moment will be integrated and be made available in those two sites, in Ulm and in Hamburg. So where are we at the moment with our industrial procurement? Of course, we do have for our initiative just a time frame of 4 years, because it's an economy stimulus package. We started with the procurement of the entire systems. And we started with analog computing. That's an ongoing project. Some weeks ago, we published the trapped ion systems, basically with the development of prototypes of 10 qubit systems with a delivery time frame within 1 year. And other contracts for quantum computers based on ion traps with 50 qubits delivered after 4 years, and also a contract on the scaling up beyond 50 qubits via, for example, via shuttling the ions. This is happening at the moment in Hamburg, and we started the contracts already. Yesterday we had the presentation of Quicks from Stefan Hengesbach. They are starting next week together with us in Ulm to develop a photonic system with more than 64 qubits at the end of the period of 4 years of the contract. At the moment, we are preparing the publication of the NV Center-based quantum computers. This will happen next week. We will publish this contract next week. And at the moment, we are also negotiating about the neutral atoms. Those are the entire platforms. What we are discussing in my team at the moment is also what to do in the area of superconducting systems. And now we are starting also with all the application procurement. So application for all the quantum computing systems, development of compilers, development of software. You find it on our website. So here, the companies which we involve already in our ecosystem, in the development, it's Parity QC, an Austrian company which is also located in Germany, NXP, a semiconductor production company, in a Dutch one. Quicks, I mentioned it already, Universal Quantum from the UK, Anaburt, a German company building analog quantum computers, analog computers, Qudora building trapped ion systems, and Electron building trapped ion systems. Those companies started already with us to build the platforms. So what are we doing internally? I mentioned we did the procurement for the entire systems already, and we are close to finish those now. And we also kicked off internal DLR projects. We are focusing on different aspects of engineering research. For example, on the it's over there, the left side for you, LQ is a project internal within DLR where we develop the in the software hardware co-design optimal compilers for quantum circuit compilation for certain applications like industry problems in the area of material science, for example. RQuip is a project where we develop error correction codes, and we also have projects on mission planning optimization. So the operation of satellite fleets is really a difficult problem, and we hope to optimize those problems with the help of quantum computers, with the help of usage of quantum computers. And for all those projects, we are looking for industrial partners who like to develop the algorithms with us together to see how they perform on the different platforms. It might be interesting to have a look at also for partners which are here today. What else are we doing? Beside procuring an industrial system, beside development of our own projects, we do develop a partnership, a quantum fellowship program, where we are educating people in a PhD level together with academia or industry, because we found that one of the biggest problems at the moment, besides the problem of getting all the deliveries for material and equipment, it's difficult to get the staff at the moment. And this is a problem that of course reaches beyond the 4 years of the program, but nevertheless we shouldn't neglect at the moment. And the Quantum Fellowship Program focuses on the different aspects of quantum computing, where we as DLR together with industry develop PhD candidates within a time frame of 3 to 4 years, and we are paying for those candidates together with the industry on a 50 by 50 basis. We are also doing exchange of organization of exchange within the community. We do, for example, the partner days with Canada we had this year. We had an exchange forum this year in Berlin, where we bring together the community within quantum computing, actors from venture capital together on one side to discuss how should we proceed with the system, with the economy in Germany. And of course we do have online workshops, webinars, and so on. If you want more information, some weeks ago we launched our new website, qci.dlr.de. Please be patient. It's at the moment mostly in German. We are about to translate all the information on the website. You will find there the ongoing projects, specifications of which platforms we are acquiring information on, when they are available. And of course also which calls are active at the moment. They are marked blue on that website. You get some news, what's going on in the political area, what are we discussing for the future, because we started now the projects for DLR, but nevertheless now we have also an ongoing discussions already what's happening after 25, after 26. So it's interesting to follow this website. If we are going to publish anything, it will be published on Penner's Electronic Daily, which is the European platform to publish all the calls. And if you enter there, DLR and quantum computing, you will find all the calls we are doing at the moment for your information. And some final remarks. We do have a time frame of 4 years. It's nevertheless important to develop hardware, software, and applications together, because at the moment, most of the companies are working on the platforms, on the hardware side. But of course, it's important to develop the algorithm and to see that there's traction from the application side for the future. If the discussion is now what happens in 5 years' time, it's important to show that the applications are really able to prove that there will be a speed up or an advantage in the future to advance the ecosystem. For us, it's we showed that the procurement way with our contracts suits the needs of the startup companies very much, because usually in Germany you are getting grants from the different organizations, and grants cover 50 to 70% of your cost. With our contracts, which are to be negotiated with us, we are covering 100% of the cost, which is really suited for the startups compared to other grants. Hiring and education of staff is really possible. It takes quite a while. We are talking about 2 years to 5 years to have a bachelor or a master, and even PhDs, even longer sometimes. But it has to be done now because there's a lack of suited staff at the moment. And of course, we do have to keep in mind the AI winter. So the quantum winter might also become. I have followed discussions here on the conference already about that. We don't see the problem at the moment, but it might be if we are overestimating the upcoming years for quantum computing. It might be that the amount of money might be reduced within the next year. So we should be careful what we communicate, what the hardware is able to do, and what the software is able to do in quantum computing. And with that, you can, of course, get in touch with me. You can contact me. I'm still around this afternoon. You find all the information on the website, qci.dlr.de, and you can contact me, of course, via email. Thank you very much, and I'm happy to take questions if there are any. Thank you. I think over there.
I'm curious how you find the balance between wanting a homemade German quantum computer and wanting the best solution, the best computers out there, like being on have any presence in Germany yet.
I think I didn't get the entire question.
I'm curious how you find a balance between wanting a computer that's homemade in Germany with wanting the best computer or different technologies that seem promising that might not have a presence in Germany.
Did I get it right? You mean the German systems we are procuring compared to the existing systems that are offered elsewhere? Yeah. Okay. We are actually working together with IBM, for example, on the Ehningen system. So we are using those systems, and we are, of course, comparing the different systems. At the moment, we are convinced that it's not clear which platform will scale up the best. So we had a look at what's the market offering, what is the patent situation at the moment, and we identified those systems where a market exists from our point of view, and now we are measuring the performance. We like to find out how the algorithms perform on those systems, so we are open to this.